Thanks for stopping by. I have everything. I have Etsy, I have eBay, I have Macari. Here is just some of it, and I forgot to print up the Etsy label, so I'll just show you what it is, and then we'll print it up after I'm done with this. But off to the side, of course, we have the basket. So this is going to be a long one, so we'll try and get through it as quick as possible. First one, box. Up here, a couple of Build-A-Bears, exact same ones, so they're like twins, I guess. But yeah. Here we have Etsy. It's a orc catcher, but you know, is what it is. We'll grab this guy, put it with it. We'll set it off to the side because I forgot to print up the label. Should fit in there. This guy. This. And have to remember to print that up. So we'll put it off to the side over here. First one up for Macari. It's just some snaps. What am I going to use for this? My padded envelopes haven't come in yet, so we'll be back in a sec. Here we are. Normally I get this stuff ready, but what can I say? I wasn't on top of things today. We should not be surprised by this. Am I ever on top of things? The answer to that question is no. Because that requires some level of organization, which I can have, just only with certain things. So we're going to take that, and we're going to put it in one of these guys. We'll grab this. I tell you what, this one was weird. It wasn't showing up on my main Macari page of orders. I don't know why. So I went into the notifications and had to find it there. Makes no sense, but is what it is, right? And here we go. Next one up, another Macari. It's these cute little plush doll things. Old school, probably 90s, maybe 80s pattern. 89. So, I'm kind of trying to hurry because this is going to be a long one for starters. But for number 2, there's just not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, nothing going on eBay or Etsy or Macari or Posh. Nothing going on. But I have been spending the past few days watching, not like the actual trial, but watching recaps of the Sarah Boone trial. I hate sitting through the trials. No thank you. Final Macari sale. It's a bundle. There's 8 patterns here. They are all like American Girl doll. 8-inch, 18-inch doll, you know, patterns. They sent in an offer. It was a decent enough offer. Actually, I think this one was a really good offer. The last one, I'd say, was a decent enough offer. But holy crap, it is the never-ending pile. And I'm trying to... These are cute, by the way. Almost there. We made it. I think. I might have done some extras. I don't know. So yeah, Sarah Boone, gavel to gavel. Okay, I'm trying to think. It won't fit in. Okay, I know it'll fit in. We'll have to put it in there. Oop. We have to use a slightly bigger bag. So yeah, but Sarah Boone, I know I've done stuff on it before. It's been just an interesting trial. She has gone through lawyers like crazy. Had to represent herself for a little bit. Finally got another lawyer in to do it, I guess, pro bono. And the trial has finally started. It's supposed to start, I think, last week, but the hurricanes. So that put it a little bit behind schedule. So, and it took forever to get through jury selection and all the little motion things they do. I forget what those are called. But all the little motion things that they do at the beginning to know what they can bring into evidence and things that they can and can't say, all those sorts of things. Here we have dress with the cowl neck. You can do one with a kind of high waist, and then you can do it without the waistline. Dresses are coming in a little bit. People are probably working on their holiday dresses, maybe going into, winter parties and stuff like that. So, Been watching that. They finally started opening statements and got through first few witnesses on Friday. I have to say, we are loving the judge in the Sarah Boone case. He is unbiased, he is fair, he is calm and collective, like, okay, to any judge out there, this is what you're supposed to act like, take a page out of his book, because he is awesome. This is going out to Jackie. Here we have a mixture of things. Got a quilt pattern, fishies. This is such a cute shirt. Look at the detail on the arms, so cute. And then McCall's, ooh, I bet you could have fun with this. This is just slight variation to a shirt dress, Wow, my S's was very hissy. Sorry about that. Very shh. I'm trying to train myself to actually speak a little better, because I just never really got myself to, like, enunciate real well or anything like that. And I've always been like a mumbler, because I'm shy and quiet in general. But anywho, loving judge printing. Went through, let's see here, Sarah's ex-husband, the roommates that were living next to him. Roommates were interesting. They were clearly like intellectual guys, not really partiers or anything like that. And they weren't there on any sort of side or anything. They were just telling their story. And they were bluntly obvious. Not bluntly obvious. Bluntly. I forget the word. They were just very blunt about the fact that they did not like Sarah or George because they didn't like drunk people. Pretty entertaining. It's going out to Patty. Here we have another American Girl doll. I've sold this one before. It's cool. I like all the little different styles from different places, What am I looking for? This, by the way, is a repeat customer. I don't know if any of the others were. I really, really was not paying attention. Eek. My apologies if you were a repeat customer and I did not notice. Anyways, here we have a repeat customer. I feel like none of the others had been repeat customers. I think I'm good. Yeah. So, been watching Sarah Boone trial coverage, and can't think of, I feel like there was another either trial or something like that going on. Of course, you know, P. Diddy stuff came up, and I watched, you know, some of the stuff coming in with that. This is going out to Ramona. Here we have R.I.P. customer. This guy, this gal is the quilter. I love it. Looks like she's getting started on her Christmas stuff. I am loving it for sure. I have been working. I have the projects done. I have to do some filming, and hopefully I'll have another sewing vlog, guess, kind of. I'll have another sewing video out here soon, hopefully, maybe a week or two. I don't know, it's going to take a little bit more editing than what I'm used to. And this one's going out to Kathy. Here we have a cute dress, vintage 40s style. Love. 40s had some pretty cute styles, for sure. So, doing that. Been working on getting my old sweater going. I'm doing alright. My hands are not what they used to be with the arthritis and stuff, so I can't just sit there and knit nonstop the way I used to be able to. Man, I miss those days. But I also pulled out another pattern. I don't think I'm going to vlog this one. I don't know, maybe. But I'm working on my winter coat. And I planned on doing this like last winter, maybe the winter before that. I just didn't get around to it. Had lost a lot of interest in my craft projects for a little while. I don't know. But I'm getting back into them. Let's see here. This is going out to Quinn. Here we have cute little girl's dress. Smock style. Just adorable. We get the little kind of sailor collar style. Not exactly sailor collar because it's got this like double layer thing, but it's kind of giving you that vibe, you know. So, worked on my skull cross stitch a little bit. It's sort of coming along. I generally just get in one strand pretty much each day. The black is just very hard to see, and there just hasn't been sunlight. We have been like rainy and dreary for days now. And so, like, I work on it a little bit, but my eyes are like, yeah, nope. I don't want to stare at that anymore. I miss the days when my eyesight was better, and there wasn't such thing as arthritis. Let's see here. This is, I'm only seeing last name. Here we have a repeat customer. I think I have another one of these. I've had a couple of them in different sizes. I think there was 2 of the medium size. But yeah, coats, jackets. It's coming up on winter. Gonna be seeing more of these patterns for sure. So let's see here. Haven't worked on Death by Cross Stitch in a few days. Again, like no sunlight coming in. I'm thinking of switching over projects, and doing something on a light colored Aida cloth, working on one of those. Let's see here. This one's going out to Robin. Here we have bags. This is huge. That's a style choice that certain people can pull off for sure. You gotta love it. And I don't really have much of anything else to talk about, and I am halfway through this. So I have a subject that I've been kind of holding in my back pocket in case I needed something to talk about. As we know, I'm into true crime, and like any other true crime buff, you know, serial killers, of course, you know, they're in there on the list of just things I like to watch, you know. So recently I have been studying up a lot on Ed Kemper. That's who it is. I've been studying up a lot on Ed Kemper. This going up to Kathy. Here we have cute little purse bags. This is adorable. I love it. So like learn to sew pattern, so it should be pretty easy. I'm here for it. So anyways, been studying up a lot on Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper is the co-ed killer or the co-ed butcher. He's gone by both. But he's always kind of fascinated me because he's the only serial killer I know of that actually turned himself in. And this has always just struck me as, why did he do that? Now, he claims that it was because the killings had to stop. I can guarantee you that is not why he turned himself in. If he could have kept getting away with it for a long time, he would have. Let's see here. This one is going out to Connie. And here we have a repeat customer. Took me forever to find this pattern because the number for it is down here. And most of them, like, they sit this way. They sit this way. And the number's like up here or over here. And this one was over here, but most of them are over here. But I got a few over here, and I just was not looking. So, anyways, got this cool, oversized, comfy, totally down with. That's there. Anywho, yeah. So, he's just always fascinating me because of this. So, I have been looking into him. And I found a bunch of stuff. And I read one book, and oh my gosh, half the information in there was incorrect. I'm like, okay. Like, you know, just some basic fact checking if you're going to write a book, please. Don't just come across the first information you find and follow it. So, yeah. But I got another book that I'm starting to read. We're going to see how that one turns out. This is going out to Christine. And here we have another repeat customer. This is cute little 70s dress. Always down with. But Ed Kemper, he is most definitely misogynistic. He's got a high IQ, like 140 or something like that. So he's got a high IQ. Contrary to popular belief, not all serial killers have high IQs. Many of them actually have lower than average IQs, and many of them have average IQs. It's just all over the board. There's just a few of them out there that are super smart. Let's see here. This one is going out to Anne. Here we have more. I can't pick it up for some odd reason. More American Girl doll clothes. These are cute. Just fun little play outfits. So, what was I saying? Kemper, high IQ, definitely misogynistic, and like he went on the run after killing his mother, because that's always a good one, you know. His mother and his mother's like best friend. It was, if you know the story, you know the story. I'm not gonna get into it here, but he ran off, and then after a couple days, he hit Pueblo, Colorado, and there he decided to turn himself in. And at first, like, they weren't believing him because they did know him from, darn it. They did know him from, like, the bars and stuff. He'd go into the cop bars and stuff like that. Let's see. So going out to Jacqueline. Here we have, I have several of these patterns. I think I might have sold one before. But great little capsule wardrobe, dress, shirt, pants, all the things. So anyways, he turned himself in after hitting Pueblo. Like I said, they weren't believing him. They, I guess, went over to his place, found his mom and her best friend, and had to believe him. I have a little bit of a theory as to why he actually turned himself in. And I think it's because after a couple days on the run, whatever plan he had, he realized wasn't going to work. And he knew that they would be looking for him. And he thought that maybe he could just spend some time in prison and get out shortly after that. Because, believe it or not, when he was a kid, like 14, 15, 16, 17, something like that, he actually killed his grandparents, his dad's parents. And he went into like a kind of mental hospital type of thing, and he got out in a few years. So I think he was thinking he could get out of it again this time. This is going out to Anne. Here we have another 40s style. 40s are, I'm always talking the 90s. I'm really finding the 40s style patterns. Like, and the jacket is so cute. But I'm definitely finding 40s styles patterns to be kind of gaining some traction right now too. So keep an eye out for that. So anyways, yeah. I think he just thought, because they'd gotten rid of the death penalty, and he would be up for parole in like 7 years. And I think he just thought he could talk his way out of it again, which of course did not happen. But he's very cocky and sure of himself, and he's always been very quiet and easygoing. And Guy is tall. Guy is super tall. He's like 6'9". Now I did date a guy actually that was taller than him once, which is crazy, but cause I be short. But yeah, so he was kind of nicknamed like the gentle giant or something like that. But you know, get him in the right mood, and he could show you how scary he could actually be. This is going out to Celine. Here we have men's pants and shorts. This one was just listed. It sold like right away. Some of these older style men's, like, they tend to go out the door pretty quickly from what I've noticed. So anyways, yeah. But like I said, high IQ, definitely like full of himself. I think probably kind of either some narcissism or some like narcissistic personality traits type of deal, you know. But he was always talking about how you know, he was doing things like right out in the open, and nobody ever suspected him. Nobody ever suspected him. Well, I came across a old like TV show where they actually talked to one of his sisters. And she said that her and her mother had actually at one point asked him if that serial killer wandering around recently was him. So, yeah. Definitely puffing himself up way more than he actually, yeah. Anyways, this is going out to Lance. Here we have another, like, capsule wardrobe type of deal. All the different pieces. Yeah. When I came across that one, I was like, because he always talked about, okay, little bit of graphic detail, close your ears if you don't want to hear it, but he did kind of remove heads, okay? You can unplug your ears now. Anyways, he buried one of them, like, right under his mother's window, and he's like, I'm running around doing all this stuff, and, you know, people in the trunk, and all this sort of stuff, and nobody ever suspected anything. And then years later, in a interview with his sister, he was like, yeah, we totally suspected him. We were not surprised, you know, that it turned out to be him. She said that her and her mother had actually asked him. And of course he denied it. I mean, why would he just suddenly admit to it? But he definitely made it sound like nobody knew, nobody even suspected him, and that so wasn't true. This is going out to Lois. Here we have the last one, people. Last one. I love a good outfit, jacket, pants, shirt, whatever, with a little bit of asymmetry to it. Absolutely love the crop version of this, by the way. Super cute. So anyways, yeah, just my weird old fascination with true crime. We should be somewhat used to this by now, because I have talked about current cases and stuff like that. So, of course, old cases interest me as well. I tell you what, though, funny story. When I was young, like high school, just going into college, I hated that sort of stuff. Like, I could not handle that sort of stuff. Like, CSI, popular show, right? I just, like, could not handle that stuff. I did eventually get into CSI, probably 4 or 5 seasons into it, I think. But initially, yeah, no, not my thing. Could not handle those sorts of shows. Kind of weird that I can now, but hey, we grow, we evolve, we change. Anyways, that'll be it for this one. Please be sure and do all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you feel like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. You're just not going to bother me if you do so. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.